Some of you may be wondering why in New South Wales we've cancelled the state conferences that we used to hold every second year, and then in every other year we had a national conference. What we were finding was that the attendance at both conferences was declining, and the principal reason for that appeared to be that the expenses were simply too great to incur on a yearly basis. So we had a lot of discussions at the national board meeting about 6 months ago and decided that we would eliminate the state conference, focus on the national conference, and the next one is in Launceston in February next year. And I encourage you to register for that conference. And then we decided in New South Wales that rather than hold those statewide conferences, which would cost a lot of money to attend through airfares and accommodation and registration, that we would devolve those into regional conferences. And we're just coming to the end of that first round of those regional conferences. Regional conferences, we can attract good speakers because some of those speakers will now attend by Zoom. Others will actually come to speak at those meetings. And they're much cheaper for you as local services. You can travel to your local region. You may have to have one night's overnight accommodation, but in many cases you won't even need that. They're far less expensive to register, and they still provide the kind of support to you that you really need in your ongoing operations. Now, in terms of that national conference, I really would strongly recommend that you think about attending, because we've also reshaped the agenda of the national conference away from those, if you like, larger policy issues, which many of you were not particularly interested in, and I can understand that, to more practical issues that will enable you to learn things at those conferences which you can immediately take back to your service and use the next day. So I'd encourage you to go down there to that. It's only once every 2 years now, so it's much less expensive than the yearly ones that we had previously. So I would strongly encourage you to register for that and to attend in Launceston in February next year.